In this video, I'm going to take you guys through some basic bodyweight exercises that you can do from anywhere, whether you're at home or in the park. Especially this is great for people that are just starting out and don't have access to a ton of equipment like dumbbells, bands, barbells, or any of that stuff you'd find at a normal gym. But what's great about bodyweight training is that you can utilize multiple muscle groups and really get your heart rate pumping while burning a ton of calories. If you're trying to lose weight, spending hours doing cardio on a treadmill can be a really boring and inefficient use of your time. So why spend hours doing something when you can be more efficient and build a better physique with less time? So I'm just going to take you guys through some basic exercises that you can do, as well as showing you modified versions if you can't quite get through the full range of motion through the normal circuit. So right here, I'm just doing a couple warm-up exercises because it's really important to get a dynamic warm-up in, because you want to get that heart rate pumping, get the muscles warm, or else you're just asking for injury. You just want to get the blood flowing, get the muscles nice and loose, so that way you're at much less risk for injury. So right here, I'm just doing a couple of punches, kicks, jumping jacks. I'm not a trained martial artist, so don't critique my form too much. Just trying to get the blood flowing in my body. But I'm gonna take you guys through a couple of bodyweight exercises, and I'll see you in the next clip. So these are modified push-ups. So as opposed to just starting on your feet, you'll stabilize yourself on your knees, hopefully underneath a soft surface like a yoga mat or on some grass. Your shoulder and your hand placement will look just like a regular push-up, more in the shape of an arrow as opposed to a T. And then once you can do about 4 sets of about 20 repetitions, then you can start thinking about moving to regular push-ups. And if even these are too hard for you, you can always start by doing wall push-ups and also doing elevated push-ups as well. So that way you can start off small and then work your way up towards the next level. When it comes to regular push-ups, your form is absolutely critical. Each push-up should be done with proper form so that your total reps measured from workout to workout are on equal footing. So to set yourself up, when you're on the ground, set your hands at a distance that's slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And then if you have any wrist issues, you can alleviate wrist pain by doing push-ups with push-up handles. And then if you're super hardcore, you could do them with your knuckles, as long as you're on a softer surface. But your feet should be set up in a way that feels right and comfortable and in balance. So for some that might be shoulder width apart, others it might be your feet together. But push-ups are a really good exercise for your chest, back, and triceps, so it gets multiple parts working at the same time. Like push-ups, squats are a compound movement that recruits most of our muscles, especially our hip and knee joints, in order to complete the movement. And squats are something that we kind of do every day, whether we're just standing up and sitting down in a chair, as you see here. So a good modified version is to just grab a chair and then sit down so you get your legs into a 90-degree angle and then stand back up and then continuously repeat the motion. So if you can't get quite into a full range of motion with a normal squat, then this is a good alternative as you work your way up to the more advanced and higher intensity squat forms. In addition to your legs, you need your hips, your back, your core, and your shoulders and arms in order to utilize the squat properly. And because of the utilization of a large amount of muscle groups, squats cause your body to increase its anabolic hormone production to help you lose fat and build muscle. Squats are also beneficial to help strengthen your bones and your muscles, and can also increase flexibility. So increasing strength in your knees and hips helps reduce your chance of injury while doing both athletic movements and everyday life things such as shoveling the driveway or standing up and sitting down. So learning to squat safely, deeply, and improving your range of motion and helping you feel anti-fragile and protecting yourself against future injury. So this is a great exercise if you're looking to build muscle and get stronger, lose weight and get a little more toned, if you want to look better with your shirt off, and overall just feeling healthier and happier, and then you'll look like an absolute badass in the gym if your squat form looks good. Now, a lunge is a single leg bodyweight exercise that works your hips, glutes, quads, hamstrings, and core, and the hard to reach muscles of your inner thighs. So lunges can help you develop lower body strength and endurance, and they're also a great move for beginners. So when done correctly, they can effectively target your lower body muscles without placing added strain on your joints. So here I'm using a chair for support. So if your balance isn't quite there yet, you can use that in order to complete the motion further. So right here, I'm just gonna do do about 10 reps on one side, and then I'm switching over to the other side and completing about 10 more reps. So continue to do these, and then as your balance improves, your leg strength gets better, then try and doing them without the use of the chair, as you'll see in the next one. So for lunges, you're going to want to stand tall with your feet hip width apart and then really engage your core muscles. Then take a big step forward with your right leg so you start to shift your weight forward so the heel hits the floor first. Then lower your body until your right thigh is parallel to the floor and your right shin is vertical. It's okay if the knee shifts forward a little bit as long as it doesn't go past your right toe. And then if mobility allows, then lightly tap your left knee to the floor while keeping your weight in your right heel. Then press your right heel to drive back up into your starting position, and then repeat on the other side. And then you're going to want to alternate right and left in order to get maximum effectiveness. Now you're going to want to really step out a lot, because if your knee goes past your foot, it puts unnecessary stress and strain on your knees.